Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. Today also I'm going to talk about a very interesting technique or a framework which helps us to start speaking in English. So basically my sessions are mostly into conversational practice and I talk about a lot of techniques, methods and frameworks which can help you to start speaking in English. The more you think in English, the more you practice English, the better you get at it. But you should know how to talk about any topic in English. So this is a very interesting framework which I've come up with, which is think, visualize and speak. So I'm going to talk about this framework and I'm going to take examples also, and I'm going to tell you how you can talk about it in this way. Okay, so guys, on that note, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section, which is very important. And do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. Now, if you have any specific questions, if you want me to take up any topic, do drop your comments in the comment section so that I can take up the topic and I can speak on it. Okay, now let's begin with the topic. So think, visualize and speak is a very interesting concept, a very interesting technique or a framework which helps us to think and speak in English simultaneously. Now what we have to do here is we have to activate our brain. We have to activate our English brain to start thinking and speaking in English. So how do we do that? This is the best way we can start thinking and speaking in English at the same time or simultaneously. Now how it works is, when you take up any conversation is going on, or if you take up any topic, so what you have to do is first you have to listen to the question or the conversation very carefully, like what people are talking about and what kind of conversation is going on. So when you focus on that, you will get a clue what you can talk about. Now when you get that clue, you can just start thinking about it. Your brain takes you back to the memories. Your brain takes you back to that thing, right? That scenario or that scene, and you can start collecting your thoughts from there. You can just visualize everything in your brain. You can just visualize everything and try to start speaking about it. Now it sounds a little difficult here, but it's very simple, very easy, guys. I'll give you an example for you to understand it better. Okay, now a lot of topics which we generally talk about are related to some experiences, something which we have gone through, right? Like a school, a college, or a hostel life, any sports we have played, any exercise we do, gym, hobbies, food, etc., etc. We talk about a lot of things, right? And it is all related to that. So when we have a conversation, we do speak about these things only in general, basic things, right? So here I'm going to take up one topic and I'm going to speak on it so that you understand how we can visualize, how we can think, visualize, and then speak on it. So one thing we very frequently talk about is our career plans or our goals in life, or what we want to do further, right? When we are studying in our professional life, we do change our company, we do change careers, we do a lot of things. So every step there's something or the other we think about to do, right? So that is what I'm going to take up and I'm going to talk about it. So to simplify things, I'll take up a question which is very easy and then I'll speak on it so that you understand how you can also start speaking about it in this framework, or with the help of this framework, like think, visualize and speak. Okay, so the question is, what are your career plans or what are your goals which you want to achieve in life? Let's take this example. Okay, so first let's talk about generally. Okay, what are my goals or what are my career plans or goals in life? Now here, when you listen to this question, what are your goals in life, or what do you want to achieve in life, or what do you want to do in life, you start thinking about it because you have given it a thought. You know, you have thought about it. You are thinking about it every single time, every single day, like what next you can do, whether you are a student or a professional or just an entrepreneur or a housewife or anybody who stays at home or anyone. Everybody has some of the other plans, right? So they know, and they are just directed, you are just directed towards that. Like if somebody asks me this question, I'll just start thinking about my goals in life, or what I want to achieve in life, and I'm directed to that, right? So I'll start saying, and then once I'm directed to that, I'll visualize that, and then I'll try to frame it in sentences, right? I'll frame that idea in words or in sentences. Okay, so I'll start with, well, my goals keep on changing. I come up with a lot of short-term goals and a long-term goal. So my short-term goals really keeps on changing. Right now, my short-term goal in life is to live a healthy life, stay healthy, stay positive, and increase my social media presence. So these are 3 short-term goals right now I'm working on. As far as my long-term goals are concerned, I want to be successful in whatever I'm doing right now. I want to help people to speak English fluently and confidently and to become a good communicator. So whatever it takes, I'll try to come up with things or methods or techniques to help people, as many people as I can, on different platforms to help them with their communication skills or English speaking skills. So this is what I've spoken about, my life goals or my goals in life or what I want to do in life, right? So I've divided into short term, long term. So whatever you want to add, you can just keep on adding, right? I have spoken about my goals in life. You can take up your goals and you can speak on it. We all have some of the other goals in life. If we are a student, we just think of becoming something, engineer, doctor, or a lawyer, or an economist, etc. There are lots of field designer, etc. There are lots of fields which we do think of taking up and becoming a professional and getting into that field. So we can talk about that, our dream job, our profession, what we want to do in life, right? I want to be a lawyer. What kind of lawyer you want to be? Which college you have targeted to get the degree from, or university you have targeted to get the degree from, right? What are your future plans? What do you want to do in that field? So you can just take up these questions and you can talk about it. And guys, trust me on this, you know everything. You have planned everything. Once you know you want to become a lawyer, you have planned everything. Where do you want to study? What do you want to take up? What do you want to become later? So you have an outline or draft ready. So you can talk about it, not in detail, but at least you can give an overview about it. So this is how you can visualize and speak. That is why I've taken up this framework, think, visualize and speak. Does it make sense? Are you able to connect with it? I'm sure you will be. So that is why whenever these kind of questions are asked, your mind is directed towards it. You know, you have planned it. You know, you have spoken about it. You have thought about it. You have given a thought on that. So your brain will be directed towards that thing. So you start visualizing it and try to put those thoughts in your words, in your sentences. That's very easy, guys. You give it a try. You will definitely be able to do it because these are very basic, general, common topics. These are not topics which we have to gather information about from internet, right? It's about us. It's about our life. It's about our experiences. So that is why start using this framework or technique to build up on your English, to start speaking in English, practicing in English so that you can go out and speak on these topics with others in English. Okay, so practice well and start speaking with people on these topics. And that is going to help you to become fluent and confident in speaking in English. Now, if you are a professional, you can talk about what plans you have, right? What future plans you have. You want to stick to your professional career or you want to start something of your own or, whatever your plans are. So you can start talking about it, right? So right now my goals are, so maybe after a year, I want to to switch my job to get a raise in my salary and designation. And since I'm doing some certifications in AI, so I want to get into that field slowly. So that is why my next job I'll try to get into a related field so that it's easier for me to enter into AI. So this way you can talk about it, how you want to transform your career, transit from one technology to another, or how you want to add on to your skills, right? So we all have different aspirations, we all have different plans for our career, so we can speak about it. So this is how you have to come up with things, ideas, and you have to start speaking on it. You have to just visualize, and you have to put that visualization into words, into sentences, so that people can understand. And it's just 2-3 sentences, or 4 to 5 sentences maximum you have to speak. So once you start speaking on it, once you start practicing by yourself on all these topics, it will be much easier for you to start speaking on it, because everything is there with you, right? You know what to talk about, you can visualize it very well, and you have already practiced it, so it will be easier for you to build sentences or come up with sentences to express that idea, that thought, or that experience. So take up such topics and start speaking on it, guys. And if not, follow my videos. That is the best solution for all your problems. You don't have to worry on anything. Take one video of mine, start practicing it along with me. But don't forget to add your own ideas and add more sentences to what I'm speaking. I'm just giving a sample. I'm just giving an example to you, right? You have to add more sentences to it. And in this way, you can start practicing English speaking every single day on your own by yourself. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye. Take care.